live.
It's being sent to a third party. Haha.
Welcome to That Smoke Show.
Welcome.
Hope everyone's well. How's everyone doing this?
Doing good. Your mic is a bit capting low, I guess.
Sorry, I will. How you doing, Kanatai?
Good, man. How you guys doing?
Awesome.
Hey, Steve, what's up?
What's up? I was just gonna say, my awesome fiance has been organizing all of our vegetable seeds because we have she has as many as I do. So she's like, I don't know, 30% done or something like that on our putting them all into the computer, but she has this crazy database she's been working on all of our vegetables. It's fucking awesome. We have so much shit.
Whoa.
That's epic.
Okay.
Yeah. This is
That's dope.
again, she's only we have 6 boxes full of seeds and she's only on the third one.
But I really love
Yeah.
I really love how you organize it. And
Yeah,
mostly
and
some stuff, let's say if you have the number of seeds, it's, I don't know, no, the number of
she's
pack, whatever.
she's got pictures in them for a lot of the varieties.
What?
Yeah, it's fucking sick. And you can search it by manufacturers. It's just Baker Creek. And medicinal plants and purple plants, and here's all just my giant plants collection for competition. Corn and peppers, gourds and asparagus and pumpkins and 400-pound watermelons and shit.
What's the largest pumpkin you?
I have a 2,100-pound pumpkin seed, the biggest one that I have, which is from one of the top 5 biggest ones that's ever been put up. But
How
yeah,
much does
so
that
this
cost?
is each one of our so they're like $50 for 2 seeds.
Yeah, I figured there'd be something like.
Yeah, so this is each of our different boxes. It's different stuff and it's all labeled, so it's fucking great. But yeah,
Oh
we've been
no,
working on
not the kale. No, Vadre retro kale.
we've been working on getting the planning for the garden for the year and all that stuff, so that's been fun.
Cool.
What do you guys planting this year for your veggie garden?
I have nothing lined out that I don't usually plant up here. I usually skip out on tomatoes. Tomatoes are a bitch to finish up here. And I don't have a greenhouse for that, so I usually skip out on the tomatoes. I usually do green beans, yellow beans, a bunch of different spinaches. But yeah, don't usually do potatoes. I just size space for volume. It's not really. I don't. Square footage wise, I don't think it's a great one in when you have a small garden. I don't think you save much money. You get better potatoes. Don't save much money on it. But all the other stuff
So the other thing she did is she's been working on putting my weed seed catalog in too. Check it out. Hopefully this works. There we go. So we got all the different stuff, so I know what I have and roughly what you're.
What is the bean crossword Urkel that I've seen when you've just put it up? Was it bean?
Which one?
I don't know, it was saying bean with Urkel. Like, what the bean would be.
Start now.
Oh, I don't know. Some of them they just have code words or stuff. I got them in a
Okay.
string. I don't know all the different ones. I got a lot of weird shit though. This is just part of it. I gotta dig out the rest of my seeds.
How many weed seeds did she have on her own? That's my question. How big was her hoard of weed? That's the deal.
I think she had like 18 or 20. But for
That's pretty
being
good. That's pretty good for a girl.
Yeah, that's a bean
Yeah.
Urkel.
That's
There.
big for a
and
girl.
and in prohibition land too, so they're not as easy to come by.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, I was looking at some beans of garden seeds that I was collecting. Years ago, I was doing a lot more gardening, and I've seen that a lot of those seeds have just aged, not being reused that much. But yeah, I got a lot of garden seeds from 10, 15 years ago, and once in a while I try a pack of something and it germ. So some of them don't, but I mean I've been surprised to germ some seeds of some purple ace carrots. I I don't know. I never had seeds remade from them because even if I keep that carrot for 3 years, they never flower. Like, wait a minute, it's supposed to be biennial. So I think I'll try to refine seeds of it and forget about just remaking seeds from the old one. But I found it quite funny that normally all the carrots I had the second year they flower. Those no, they just get freaking giant, 5 inch large, and start to get multi-head of kind of carrots on it. But it just gets super huge, man. If I let it few years. But if I let it in the garden, they mold. If I just get it inside, they survive and continue to have leaf all the winter. So I don't know, man. I'm puzzled a bit. What is that strangeness in that purple ice carrots? If you ever try them, when you cook them, they still get orange. So it's just fun when you harvest them. But there's better colorful carrots now than back then.
I always like the purple potatoes, but they always weirded certain people.
I got those. Yeah. But they're pretty much like the red one, no?
Well,
'Cause,
just like every other potato, they're just blue. Some have had redder and purple ones.
well, I know that there are some that the flesh is purple or kind of bluish purple. But yeah, those that I had from the grocery, it's just the outside that look like blue metallic.
Mm.
But they are really nice. But when I've grew them, yeah, they grew well and healthy. It's just that to me they are really like a red potato. They have the same kind of quality when I cook them or whatever, the same kind of density. Some of them are a bit harder, but I think it's pretty much the biggest difference. So I was like, well, I think I'll just grow them side by side and mix them, in the garden because to me it's kind of the same thing. And I've never had seeds from potato interbred from the commercial stuff. I've never had it, and I think because of the polyploidy, it's kind of more complex. So I kind of gave up on that idea. So I know that if I just plant them the same row, they won't intermix, and I would be able to get my both type of potato. Baker Creek discontinue purple galaxy tomato seeds.
Yeah, they had to pull these because they couldn't guarantee they weren't GMO. So that was an interesting thing. Everyone was making a big kerfuffle about it. I don't think it's that big a deal, but it was kind of funny.
Well, I mean, like, I guess if it was made with CRISPR, then I understand why they're pulling it or whatever. But I mean, like, isn't basically every plant a GMO of some sort? Like we've genetically modified and selected and bred to get
No, but it's different than
to get a to get corn to be a corn from a blade of grass, right? I mean, like everything has been fucked with in its normal state. But then I agree. I'm not really into going to fucking. We don't really need. We can breed. We don't need to use CRISPR to solve all these problems.
Yeah, we
Well,
don't need CRISPR or integrating a gene from another thing into that. I mean, that's when I think they were putting the gene of a fish in a strawberry to have a better cold resistance, whatever.
Well,
That
then
kind
they
of
had
thing
those.
is the GMO they mean.
They
You
had
know,
potatoes. They had potatoes that they had put the filament from jellyfish into them, so that when they needed to water, they would start glowing, and you could literally visibly see that the field needed water.
oh, I got nothing against that, man.
uh,
That's like a
so
really nice idea.
the last episode we talked about the bee leaf, dude. Did we talk about Soil King?
Oh, so okay, you're gonna have to clue me in on this one because I know a lot of people are mad at Soil King right now, but I like, is it really Soil King? Because he's trying to defer that it's some Eric guy. I have seen that. There was he was trying to say it was the person whose name is on the
Oh,
fucking.
so there's like multiple reasons why people are mad at him. So, first off, there was like he ripped off a bunch of his people that do fulfillment for his soil stuff and never paid them out for doing fulfillment for his website. So people would take orders from his website and then they weren't getting forwarded, or they were getting forwarded to the local mom and pop shop to get sent out and then not reimbursed for the product or the shipping. So that's part of it, which is something that, he's been sued for multiple times. And then uh there was a new court case in Arizona where he tried to get out of a bunch of costs by saying that with a company called Organic King and saying, "Oh, I don't have any assets or anything like that," and that he declared bankruptcy for the for Organic King and supposedly had turned in all of the resources of the for the company, right, in the bankruptcy. Well, somebody, I, I actually had three different people send me these same pictures. So whoever it is, he's got friends. But drove by his house 2 Mondays ago and photographed his house with the garage door open with a bunch of Organic King products sitting in there, big banner right next to his Corvette, basically, in direct violation of his bankruptcy declarations, which is a felony. So he basically owes a bunch of people money and then is like hiding products and hiding shit illegally and screwing over these mom and pop shops, these hydro stores that like have done, mailed product out of his, like completely screwing them because he just thinks they're going to go under anyway, you know? So that was what it is. So that happened. And then they canceled Imperius and this Arizona Cup that he was both organizer of both projects. And then it comes to light that the guy Eric, who was like the other guy aside from Pat on the organizing the conference, he didn't even like try to register the event at the venue. The venue had no idea about this event. Like they never had any real intention of doing it. The whole thing was a scam. And no one's really been reimbursed yet. The vendors haven't reimbursed. Like people that bought tickets haven't been reimbursed. So yeah, the whole thing was just a shakedown. So that was just fucking ridiculous. So that's like another reason why people are mad. And yeah. And then there's a whole bunch of shit that I can't corroborate, so I haven't repeated it, but there's a bunch. I got sent a whole bunch of shit, including like allegedly he stole 100 pounds of weed, and then basically that's how he bought his Corvette, and a whole bunch of other stuff.
It was borrowed.
A
He
bunch of
borrowed it.
alleged assault
Earned it later.
allegations, a bunch of other things, which again I couldn't substantiate, so I didn't repeat them. So But that's just a small amount of the different things that I had been sent in the last 7 or so days.
Cannabis community just
Pretty
putting
funny.
forth its best lately. Hey, man.
So there's a follow-up with the Bee Leaf guy too. So we have follow-ups to both stories. The Bee Leaf guy has been sending cease and desist orders to people that were talking about it. I can confirm that we have not received one for Dat Smoke Show. So
I can't believe it's not gorilla butter.
yeah,
Well, yeah, if you got some gorilla crouch butternuts, I don't know. That's his thing, man. I don't like it on my toast.
at any rate, I thought that was a bit ridiculous and arrogant on that guy's part to go send cease and he sent one to Brandon Rust, which I thought was a bit hilarious because that's not the person you really want to pick a fight with. So, anyways, Brandon's not going to sit there and be quiet about it. So, Brandon posted a copy of his cease and desist on his Instagram, of
Nice.
course.
I like it.
But yeah, good times. Lots of things coming out this year, apparently. It's fucking funny.
What I can't believe is Belief fucking stuff like hasn't been flashed on all the sites. Everyone's just kept the fucking price the same and hasn't fucking. I thought their tank they'd be selling them $30 a pack, but no, it's still fucking same price.
It's still, yeah, that's all right. It's gonna sit there.
I sure kidding.
Yeah, no one's gonna buy that shit. Nor should they.
Yeah, the question is why you will need those instead of all those are the good ones. That make me really think when I heard people talking about I should plant those arm seeds. I'm like, no, you don't want to win a cannabis cup. Come on, no, no, come on. You're gonna do a feminized line and a decade on running on those. Come on, don't do that, man. It's already been done. It would be make up something better, please.
I like how his fucking Dirt King's response is, "Oh, that's flat tire lane." It's like, what the fuck? That's you're gonna make a comment about your car because you're lying about your bankruptcy. All right, dude. We'll see how that works. At any rate, couldn't be. It's fucking hilarious, man. What you guys pop anything in the last 2 weeks, or you guys
I have
harvesting
been
in the last 2 weeks?
searching my list for what I'm going to pop next. I literally just like I just go to the list and I get too fucking tied up with just what with there's just too many things on there now. My list is a couple hundred entries now, and when you have too many choices, it becomes so hard to pick. And so that's basically where I'm at. How about either you guys, Infamous or Canada? Yeah, you guys popping lately?
What's that?
You pop anything new lately?
Yeah, whole fucking fleet. Did you see the seedlings I showed you just a little bit ago? In that
Oh, you
mom
show
room.
me.
I'll go back. I gotta go
I think
back.
Potent
I
had
gotta go
something
back
up on
over
the screen then, so but yeah, no, it was,
I'm digging through a bunch of stuff right now, actually. I'm just starting. That's just the first wave. Dude, where the fuck is that? Hey, these motherfuckers. Where's this fuck? Oh, they still have it.
So what's the next strain you have a high expectation for?
So I'm looking at this Ghost OGBX, the 91 Chem BX, Bubba BX. These are all from Boneyard, NorCal, from Toad. Which I only, whatever, we had a falling out, just whatever. But he gave me breeder packs, man. So I'm gonna his stuff's all like very, very familiar. It's from my neck of the woods. So
Everyone says that his shit is just the fire. He does seem to get
it's the fire, bro. The one hitter
He does
quitter,
seem to, but he
fire.
just seems to get in a lot of altercations with a lot of different people.
Well, the
Like
most funny thing about all this kind of argument is like people say, "Hey, dude, I like I like the work that you put out, all that shit." And then you talk with that guy, and he's like, "Oh yeah, 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 I'll send you that and that." And before that you try it, you may have disagree on one thing, and then you're his enemy for some reason. So yeah,
Toad is
make it
legit. Dude.
strange.
He's a fucking great breeder, man. He's got a
Yeah.
nose he knows what's up, dude. I mean, the guy, he knows what's up.
Yeah, you know
Hands
what
down.
he's doing. Yeah.
But like I said, me and him just butt heads, and he wants to get sick with what he thinks he knows, and I'm like, dude, you mean whatever. I ain't getting to it. Toad's cool. That's all I want to say. I tried to squash it. He said, "Get out of here, Cannon. We don't fuck with Cannon Tie here." Da, 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 da. I'm like, okay, peace, y'all. Fuck FCP, dude. Fuck that channel. That's the way I feel. They're a bunch of busters, anyways, dude. That dude owns the clown, and that's my fucking opinion. Gave that dude seeds, and what does he say? Not even thanks or nothing, dude. Fuck Peter. Yada. That's how I am, dude. You know, you ain't gonna show no respect or no thanks or gratitude or nothing like that, dude. Kick rocks, homeboy. That's my personal opinion on the situation. Because Guerrero, he got his own show now, and I went on there, and I was like, he's like, you can come in here, can I, dude? I never had no problem with you, can I? Come on in. I'm like, oh no, I don't think it's safe for me to come in. He's like, no, I ain't on FCP no more. They don't want to pay me. I was like, oh, word. So, but like I said, I ain't got no problem with Toad, dude. I tried to squash it. I'd rather have a homeboy than anything. But he had to bring up stupid shit, so that's that.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't.
Why do you give some airplay to people that you don't really like down with? Why would you want to give them airplay? All you do is talking about them.
I don't know. Peter's done a lot of good, for a lot of good for the industry. I think
I was just
put in.
I was just on MCP the other. Not everybody.
I got nothing but respect for Toad. That's it. That's all. That's part of the
go. I meant to give my fiance the fucking weed, and I gave her a bag of fucking dried peppers and pepper seeds.
Yeah, don't
like,
smoke those.
What am I supposed to do with this now?
Yeah, don't smoke those.
Did you bring any seeds back from over here? Did you bring any pepper seeds from over here back home? Did you?
Yeah. I brought the Scotch bonnets back.
Yeah, but did you bring any the Thai Dragon or the Pinky New, the ones that are heaters over here?
No, I didn't go collect.
I'll send you some, bro. I'll send you some, dude. You get
yeah, come on.
That's the ones you want, dude. Those things. I tell you, man, the smoke chart needs to be reset because there's Thai peppers that way blow out with that SCOBY chart. It don't mean nothing.
I had the Scorpion tea while I was back in Antigua, and that shit was fucking hot. Like,
yeah, the Scorpion.
The Scorpion tea. Yeah.
Yeah, Trinidad Scorpions. Those are monsters.
I have Bujalokias.
Oh yeah.
That's not edible, dude.
One that I've got that was not the easiest to grow, but quite strong. That was called Naga.
Yeah, Nagas.
I don't remember where it's from, but the Naga was one of the hottest that I've grown in the heirloom.
Got Trinidad Spice, Tiny Round Red, Serranos, Nose of the Dog, Yellow Monsters, Yellow Bells, Orange California Wonders, Yellow California Wonders, Super Heavyweight Bells, Reds, Sugar Red Peach. I have so many fucking. I have purple ones. I have Pumas. I got. Let me find the spicy ones. I have so many fucking peppers, dude. Yeah, they have peach Buchalokias. Those are the hottest ones I think that I have on my collection right now. I'll have to look here in a second. I have some Some of the other super ultra spicy ones too. I just gotta find them.
Well, yeah, at least for my humble opinion on hot pepper, I will keep my just around the heirloom one, because they start to select for really the hottest shit, it's
Oh
not
yeah,
hot, it's painful.
I have the apocalypse scorpions. Those are pretty high too.
Just the name kill me.
I never heard of apocalypse scorpion.
Apocalypse.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, Apocalypse Scorpion is that like a
and no
kind of
joke.
a really horrible, gigantic scorpion that gonna sting you to death and eat you alive? Damn it.
Lays eggs in your body.
Yeah, they egg in your body. Oh, damn it. Oh, I'll turn into a zombie and go on top of a plant and emerge with some spore in my head. Ah!
So apocalypse scorpions are heat levels 1.4 million scovilles.
That's
That's
insane.
I think
That's
jalapeno is
insane.
lower.
about your butthole. Yeah, here I'm reading it. So they're sweet, fruity, floral, and hot.
Wait a minute. Sweet, fruity, floral. Is it really what you're gonna taste? Or like a alpha second before the pain come? Or the pain is slower to raise? Because there's
Yeah,
some that
see?
are slower. Oh man, okay, now it look hot to me. When there's all those wrinkles, I know it's hot.
Yeah, yeah. No, these are no joke ones. These might actually be the hottest ones in my
Oh,
collection.
it's from Pepper Joe. Okay. Okay.
Damn.
Is it the same guy that was breeding those Pepper X?
Pepper eggs? What?
X. Pepper
What?
X.
Oh, pepper X. I thought you said
Yeah.
pepper eggs. I was like, pepper eggs?
No.
What the fuck? They like
Well,
power feed these apocalypse scorpions to the
10
chickens?
seed, $8.
Pepper
Oh.
eggs.
Well, I know there's some Peter's pepper, but I don't think YouTube want to see that. Just saying.
That'd be fabulous. Chicken fed on fucking.
I don't know if that would work. I will say though, I fucking miss Canatai. Do you remember that chicken place down there where I used to live in Petraboon? That fucking little stand? That fuck chicken was the best. I gotta get the recipe for that Thai barbecue chicken shit. So good.
Hey, can you feed the chicken some hot pepper like that when, all their life so that they get really hot, or would it work? I don't know. Because
No, but you know
I
what's
I
interesting?
think they
So
were gonna eat it.
That'd be ridiculously
hold on a second.
expensive, bro. That would be wild to just feed it nothing but like pepper, like
No, just at the end of their life, you give them, I don't know, a couple pepper every day, and
Peppers and
in
garlic.
2 weeks you got a really spicy chicken.
No, you really got to marinate it, bro. You got to start it from a chickling.
Lemon.
Get it on the low Scoville units.
Yeah,
and as
there
it
you
gets
go.
Older,
I
build
gotta
up
drink
on
in
the,
lemon water.
Yeah,
gotta
you
drink
bathe it in
water.
lemon and you feed it peppers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make it
Yeah.
snort
I mean,
paprika.
you could give some message to your chicken, for a couple of weeks, and make him really relax and feel
So,
good.
well, you know what is true though? So if you're gonna harvest chickens, and this works the same way for freshwater fish too, for the last like 1 to 3 months of their life, give them lots of insect protein, because it'll significantly change the flavor of the meat. With fish in particular, it'll make your fish taste like wild caught fish instead of captive fish, because it has to do with like the fat and the calcium and the protein from the insects. So, if you're gonna do them as a finisher for your aquaculture or for your aquaponics, or if you're gonna feed it to your chickens before you harvest them, you can kind of load them up on that stuff before you harvest them and raise them normal, and it'll really change the flavor.
It's because you're hitting them with that chitosan, bro. Just like with the weed, you got to bring out the
Right.
terps in the chicken.
Yeah,
That
we gotta bring
insect
out them
craft,
chicken
gotta- that chitosan in the chicken, bro.
It is funny though. This shit
I
works.
got them chicken
Fish.
turps.
Fucking chicken terps.
Yeah, we got that chicken pellets fertilizer over here. And I have to say that we've grown a lot of veggies with the chicken turp. Yeah, for sure, man. It worked well. It just you don't want to rely only on that, but yeah, for sure. Why not chicken, dude?
Dude, we got the neighbors here and they've got pigs, and all they're feeding the pigs is kratom leaves and weed leaves. And I'm thinking that's going to be probably the dankest pig ever.
That pig on kratom.
Dude, they're feeding it kratom leaves crazy. They've got a full kratom farm.
The pig is like really slow.
Yeah, that pig is fucked up.
Yeah, pig's so chill.
I don't know, man. My pig is pretty chill.
The biggest tomato I have is 6.44 pounds, or weed or
Jeez.
seeds, 6 pound tomato, 6.5 pound tomato.
Let me see if I can show you these guys' garden. These guys have took going organic to the fucking next level, dude. They literally covered the whole fucking yard in hay. Like they fucking mulch. I'm gonna have to pop over the wall here. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Everything is covered in hay, dude, and there's so many snakes in that motherfucker. Green fucking pit vipers and all sorts of crazy
Oh
shit.
yeah, they must love to hide into.
Yeah, but that's what they're growing: kratom, chili peppers, bananas, mangoes, and yeah.
By the way, if
Fucking-
they get the fusarium on the banana trees, like it's been going around, the lactobacillus works really good. I treated that shit in Africa and Jamaica.
Well, it's crazy because in this country, that's one of the things you see everywhere. Just that
Yep.
red, fucking homemade shit, the lactobacillus, anything that they can just leave outside and let it ferment. They love that shit. You know.
I like that black vernissage. Oh wow, I like it. Ananas noir. Oh, I think there's one that's it's kind of atomic tomato. It's all full of type of color, a bit like that persuasion. Persuasion.
Pineapple large.
Oh yeah, I would like those mini ones. Oh, you muted, Steve.
Oh yeah, sorry, I've been talking to you about the seeds.
Oh.
We got the pink hybrids, we got all kinds of weird shit, man. Like these orange hats are like palm thumbs. The plants stay real tiny. So you can keep them on like your windowsill. I got so much shit, like it's ridiculous. Got the jigsaw peppers, which are like a variegated purple flesh, and just so much cool shit.
Yeah, I like that broccoli with all the twist like that. I would like to
This
grow
one,
them. Yeah, they look really cool. I know some people that have tried them and they say they grow well, you know.
Have
no time of
anybody
year to
seen
plant
that
them.
AI cartoon thing that's on Instagram and Reels about it's like Star Wars, both with broccoli and potatoes and carrots and shit? It's like the Broctalians versus the Potato Knights and fucking the Caratonians and shit. If you haven't seen it, I'll send it to you. It's fucking absolutely hilarious. It's
not.
like the elders of the Broctalians had to tap into the mycelium network to access the old gods and shit. It's fucking hilarious.
I remember the mycelial network and what's his name? Paul
Look at
Stamets.
those squash from Pennsylvania. There's something funny about them.
I got so much crazy shit. You have no idea. I'm like really like this is what I'll have one too many drinks and then just order seeds from one of the seed websites, like the underground seed websites, and get all the weird collection stuff, the giant stuff for crazy.
Yeah,
fucking
those cosmic purple, they look nice. Yeah, kind of purple pink.
giant fucking eggplants.
Are they good, the giant eggplant? Because eggplant is already kind of bland like that. I mean,
That's
unless
the
you
only
cook
way
them.
I serve mine up.
Anyways, I got just like a ludicrously large collection of seeds, and it's fun to like have it all organized and searchable now. And like these cucamelons, okay, these little Mexican sour gherkins,
Mhm.
and these ones too, these little tiny ones, they are more addictive than like the best potato chip. You get them and like a little bit of like ranch dressing or Thousand Island dressing, but you can eat like a fucking 3 pounds of them bitches in like 2 minutes, and they are so
But
good.
do they get your belly hurting like if you eat too much cucumber?
No,
No?
they're
Okay.
they're tiny. They're like grape size, basically.
Because I
So it's
remember when I was working in a greenhouse of cucumber, we had those English cucumber, and you're like, when they are all curved, we don't keep them for selling. So I was eating one of those curved one, and the one it's good, two it's okay. I was like, I'm really hungry this afternoon. I'll take another one. Holy shit, man, my belly have hurt for a couple days. I don't know, man. I don't remember what's the compound in it, but there's something that if you eat too much, it's mildly toxic, a bit like the solanaceae can have some, a mild empoisonment.
I have a bunch of different like 400 pound um watermelon seeds and shit
Yeah.
like that. 300 pound watermelon seeds. That's like a big thing in the South.
It take a
Just
lot of vodka to soak one of them in
this
vodka,
is
right?
really cool too. The purple so this is a dandelion, but it's like a leafy green variety dandelion. It gets these giant, like 2 foot tall, like I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 inch wide leaves that are just super, super tasty.
They
Definitely
are
one of my
less
favorites.
sour and strange than the one we see on normally see, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, they have a delayed flowering time. And then you got some Daga, wild African Daga, and a bunch of good shit. Like just so much fucking shit. Hot soy is fucking awesome. If you're really into like sauteed greens, hot soy is like really probably my favorite. And it's super cold tolerant. You can grow it through the winter in most of the US. Purple lady bok choy is another really, really beautiful one. Orich is super cool. So a lot of people don't know about orich. Orich is
Never seen that. Yeah.
yeah, so the orich is super cool because you can grow it in like July and August. Like it can be 90 or 100 degrees out and it won't give a shit about how hot it is. It's like a really hot weather tolerant crop. That and like Malabar spinach is another good one that's just super, super useful in the midsummer because it doesn't get stunted like everything else does. As far as your
Yeah, I
leafy
need
green
to try the
goes.
Malabar because I had I don't remember the type I had, but like that was supposed to be one of those heirloom stuff, whatever. But I got nearly nothing usable of leaf on them. So yeah, okay, they are good when I get like a basket and I put a bit of it, but they go to seeds quite quick, and yeah, they are so tiny that I don't think it's really useful. Yeah.
So this Kokona and the
What's
Gardenberry,
that?
these are ground cherries. These are in the nightshade family. But this Kokona, if you're growing in like San Diego or in California or like anywhere in the West Coast, especially, but also other parts of the country, and you have gophers or ground like the pocket gophers that will like fuck up your roots and eat your plants and shit. If you plant this around plants, at the base of them, it has like super heavy histamines in the
Mm.
roots, and it really fucks up the little gophers and stuff, and they won't fuck with your weed plants. So like, it's a really, really good companion plant if you're dealing with gophers or like other little underground assholes that fuck your plants up. But anything in this ground cherry family is really good for that. Yeah, just tons of St. John's wort, feverfew, self-heal, spilanthes, like all your healing herbs, hibiscus, more spilanthes, mullein, like all kinds of shit. Dwarf moringa, stinging nettle, all your shit you need for your medicine cabinet, man. If you're not growing most of those, you're definitely gonna have problems. unless you're gonna buy it. That's all the kind of stuff you need to like have your medicine cabinet grow it. And then just an ungodly amount of basil, like an obscene amount of basil. Like we were laughing about it the other day. We have like 30 different varieties of fucking basil or some shit between my fiance and I.
Yeah, I always grew a basil in a corner somewhere.
Window box basil, I have
Yeah.
giant variety of basil, mammoth basil, like and everything in between.
Oh,
It's fuck-
talking of mammoth, I've tried some dill at one point, and I was really tired to like my. Dude, I think it's not because of me not knowing how to grow herb. So I'll just order another type of dill. I found that mammoth dill, it's gonna be 3 feet tall. Like, yeah, sound like I'm gonna get enough leaf from it at least. So I've planted everywhere. So maybe I'm gonna be invited by dill and start to cook like a Russian. I don't know. We'll see.
So black turtle soup bean. It's like
Oh, you need a lot of those plants. They don't produce a lot those black beans. No.
yeah, but I mean like who did they make turtle soup before they named the bean? Like did they
Dude,
find
they
the
should have
bean and
named
then
It's
it
the
be like,
only
shredder
thing that
soup.
tastes good with
Let's be
Mike.
honest. Tonight we dine on turtle soup. But there's no turtles in it, Shredder.
uh, like crazy tall corn? I have like 20-foot tall corn
So
stuff.
well, it's like a turtle soup for vegan.
Turtle soup for vegan.
Yeah, it's myrtle soup. It's mock
Some
turtle.
some long gourd seeds from like an 8-foot tall long gourd. Like just a
Oh,
bunch of
those
weird.
pepper, those round big pepper red like that. I got something similar to that. They are good in salsa.
Yeah, just tons of different crazy shit.
Habanero, I got
That
this.
is the most expensive.
Yeah. And these giant,
It,
these are
there's
huge. These are like the size of your hand. These fucking bells.
I don't believe most places carry stock variety.
Most place, what you said?
Most places don't stock that many varieties.
No,
Produce.
no, and a lot of them don't have variety that you can replant and rely on them. You know, sometimes they sell you stuff that, yeah, they look nice, but you try to replant them and realize that they're not that nice. At least for the variety that you get at the store, if you replant the seeds, they are hybrid seeds, so yeah, you may have a bit of variety in it. But the Baker Creek, I don't know. I've not tried a lot of shit from them.
How about you, Potent? Anything you're excited to practice? You're coming up. Yes. Yeah.
Been working on the list, trying to figure out we have a place to grow that's like not right where we are. Because we're in the forest where we are, so we have to grow at a neighbor's plot where we have actual sunlight. So um we're just figuring out how much of each thing we're growing right now. So I don't know, definitely want to grow like a bunch of different types of the funkier peppers we have. That should go, or 3 of each of those plants, and then grow. We have so many cool tomatoes. I want to definitely grow some of the hitchhiker tomatoes. Let me find gypsy tomatoes. Let me show you. These are really cool if you've never seen them. What were they called? Gypsy tomatoes? Traveler's tomatoes? Something like that. Do you remember? Here they are. This is it. No, is it? Yeah. So these are cool. So these are like clustered together.
Yep.
I'm gonna find the share button here. So we have, so these, see how they're like bound together? you can break them off, and then they're like still sealed on the inside. So you can like use as much of it as you need at a
Cool.
time.
I see.
They're
So
super,
you can use half of it, put the other half away. So
yeah, and it still has like a skin and doesn't go bad,
that's good.
right? They're like traveler's tomatoes or gypsy tomatoes. They're calling them resistomate tomato, whatever. But yeah, they're they're pretty dope.
Oh
There's
yeah, those that are all kind of fusion together.
Yeah, and you can like chunk them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're nice. And they have like sweet varieties and regular varieties. But I always like growing those, and then just I don't know, trying to look at growing some of the different weirder stuff I have. I have a lot of weirder berries and like some other funky stuff that I want to try and run this year. And then I always like doing a giant pumpkin. If I have the ability to, and I have some cooler gigantic seeds left, and
Will
some
you
watermelon.
put a drip irrigation system for the giant pumpkin or?
Yeah, the place we're setting up at, we have 4 zones already, and we can add up. I think there's 8 zones on the controller, so we can add more zones of vegetables. So we'll just set that all up in the next couple of weeks, and then have that all prepped and ready to go for April. So that'll be fun. We have a greenhouse there now that we're kind of gotta get cleaned up. That's just has didn't have any grow in the last 6 or 7 months, so there's some weeds and stuff in there. And then we're
But
gonna be building a
yeah,
huge, like 130 foot by 75 foot or 78 foot or something like that greenhouse that we got a grant for.
then like at a
So that'll be dope.
lake and back from work.
You're breaking up. I don't know what you're.
Oh, it's just the Collectimus Pooch cat there. I never sent him an invite tonight. I was late getting back in work. Uh,
Oh, you bastard.
I was everything that went wrong at work today could go wrong, went wrong, and yeah,
Did you run into Bigfoot? There's that new Bigfoot movie.
that I did no Sam Squanches today. No Sam Squanches today.
Sorry, I've missed out what you said
Sasquatch
about
Sunset.
Coot. You've sent an invite too late, you said, or?
I did, yeah. You know what? I totally forgot to send him an invite tonight.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, there's this is it. I don't know. So this is a pretty cool movie that's coming out. It's like a family of Sasquatches in the forest.
Sasquatch Sunset. Is it like a gay movie of Sasquatch? Like a true? No.
It's like Brokeback Mountain but with
It's
hairy
like Brokeback
kids.
Mountain for Sasquatch. What's
Yeah.
that? That's funny.
You can't be gay. We're gonna
See?
go
It's
extinct.
Okay. I see.
It's fucking great. There's no talking or anything. It's done like a
Well, no word
surrealist
have to be said,
documentary.
you know.
It's done like a surrealist documentary. It's fucking great. It comes out in April.
Well, I see that they found the roadkill skunk, right? Before the road get invented. It's the pre-roadkill skunk.
We just got done watching. Hold on, I'm gonna open this. So we just watched this movie. It was pretty great. Strays with Will Ferrell and Jamie Foxx. I thought it was pretty good. Watched it with the missus. The people who brought you Cocaine Bear and 21 Jump Street. And so you know it's good. But it starts off looks like a kid's movie and then immediately becomes obvious it's not a kid's movie. It's pretty great. But other than that, just I don't know. Just haven't quite figured out which what we're gonna run first for. I gotta narrow down to a couple strains, but I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. If I just want to have some smoke, or if I want to try and do something else, at least in the short term, till we get bigger things set up at the moment. So, also teaching a class in May in Oklahoma. We're teaching an intensive 5-day class on aquaponics at a pretty cool farm near Tulsa. So,
Cool. Well, now that will that be is that the facility owner paying you to come out and do that, or is it just like are you just doing one of your live course?
oh no, so I'm working with the farm. I already work with them and do their design work.
Oh,
But they want to do like a seminar. They already work with University of Oklahoma.
oh,
So this will
cool.
be kind of, yeah. So I'll be teaching like an intensive, much more honestly much more advanced than most of the college stuff is on aquaponics. Probably all of the stuff in aquaponics is for college level stuff. We go into things that they never touch on, so it'll be a lot of fun. But that's coming up, and then we'll be working on releasing that class as well in video format here probably in June or late May. So once we finish editing the video footage, but I have the deck is about 85% done. I was finishing it up and then we teaching that, so that'll be a lot of fun. And then working on some like local courses as well. Start teaching on Saturdays here for a place I'm working with, and I'll be doing like public education courses for like 50 or $100 for the day to come, get some snacks and learn how to grow a bunch of different things and address different problems. So that'll be a lot of fun. Working with the local community here, at least for a little while. It's always kind of cool to make those inroads. And then stoked about Do Grows Cup. I was over on Do Grows this week with Chris Trump and Matt
I seen
Powers.
that. Yeah, I seen that.
It's a lot of
Quite the
fun.
panel there.
Yeah, Scotty was like, "We want to do an organic panel. Do you know some people?" And I was like, "I know some people.
I'm like, oh,
I know the people." I think we were missing like Elaine Ingham, and that would have been like a complete set. You know, but that was pretty fun. So definitely check that episode out if you didn't already. And what else? Working on some cool stuff with some nutrient stuff right now with Roger over at True Aquaponics. We got some cool new stuff in the works, but nothing to release yet. And then I don't know, some other things that I'm not ready to talk about yet.
don't forget
It's
about
just a bunch of things.
your chat GTP fucking
Yeah,
process. Don't forget to mention that.
yeah, we got. Hold on, I can pull up some stuff from that. So we have the new version. This is the first release version candidate, and this is based on something that's a little more modular, but it still does similar nutrient specs as you can see here to the previous one. It's just this one has a lot more soil data, composting data, like leans a little more towards soil stuff, a little more away from KNF. Still has all
Yep,
that same
yep, yep.
stuff, just also has a lot of additional things, so it's a little more balanced, I think. Um, but it doesn't have all the data tables that we have on the higher beta version right now. So that'll be the first release candidate, and then as we're able to continue to train that up, it'll continue to improve. But this one we can add drag and drop a bunch of different modules and make huge upgrades right away. And this will be our long-term platform. We just kind of have to slowly, you know, it's easier for us to train it on the other version and then migrate it over with the way that it works right now. So it's in the works, but yeah. So expect that to come out soon. If you guys are waiting on the free version, we're not too far away from that. If you want to be part of it, check us out over on the Patreon. Just type in Copyleft Cultivars nonprofit, and you can get access directly to that. It's a $10 minimum donation to get access to the beta versions as well as the release one. But the free release version is currently in beta. We found a couple of holes in it that we're fixing right now, and then that'll be released once we have the last couple of critical bugs fixed on that. So that's been cool. And then just working on this custom online class education stuff has been the rest of my time. Just trying to get it, but I have like 16 or 20 classes that I've taught at some point or another, and just kind of putting all those into a new format so I can video those and get those up in the next, 6 or 8 months.
I got a bus. Sorry to interrupt. I gotta go. I'll be back. I'll try and be back.
All right.
All right, man.
Word.
Thanks for stopping by, man.
Yeah.
Peace.
See ya, man.
But yeah, I'm just working on that stuff, and then what else? I have a tribe in Oklahoma that we'll be working with here in the next couple of months. They have a big aquaculture project we'll be doing for making fertilizer for cattle productions, which will be super cool, using aquaculture, and a couple of other cool projects we got in the works. So that's what I've been up to. What about you, Evil Deadly?
Oh, I'm not into big project right now. No, I have to say, well, besides planting few seeds in my small area, I've not planned anything big. I'll see what survive for the bees, but yeah, I put my energy a bit more on trying to find a new spot for my bees, and we'll see after that. Yeah, I don't know. I need one of those lift. It will be easier because it's hard to move them. Not an easy thing to move alone. So I would need a kind of lift for that, but it's a bit expensive for the amount of hive that I still have left. Because I've reduced a lot. I wasn't able to take care of all of it. I wasn't able to harvest all that alone, so I've reduced it. No, I had that thing.
What's a beehive weigh when it's full?
Oh, it can wait a lot now. It depends how many bucks of honey there's on top, but
I suppose.
how you can get maybe I think 60 pound a box at least.
Oh,
Like they're gonna be wax and the wood and the honey in it. Yeah, you can have maybe 80 pound even. I think the max would be around 80 pound. I, I'm not sure. I would say yeah, over 60 pound for sure. On some heavy ones. So that's each box of them. So sometime I had 3 to 6 bucks of honey by hive. So it can be a lot. Yeah. But the
You
problem with taking care of bees is that if you really want to be on top of your game with the parasite, it make your costs a lot higher. You really need to be there more often. Yeah, we don't go there with a donkey, right? So we need to put some gas in it, and it's less and less cheap. So yeah, that's the downside that I hate the most about it. Putting all that gas to visit them.
I think the real question everybody wants to know, you guys are both Canadians. How is the annual maple syrup harvest? I think that's what everyone's dying to know.
I
There
think
should-
it's gonna
and-
start, right?
Oh, there ain't no maple trees anywhere goddamn around here, so I couldn't tell you.
Well,
They're all in the East Coast.
it-
They're out Evil's way.
yeah, but maybe you can tap into one of those polar bear and get some coke. Think you can get
Ye-
some coke from them. I've
You can
seen
tap
a lot
the
of polar
birch
bear.
trees here. That's about it. You tap the
Wait,
birch.
so the polar bears are moving cocaine?
No. I've seen them in a lot of ad of coke. They were drinking coke, like the drink, not the snorting
Drinking
stuff.
Coke. Okay.
Yeah,
I was
so
like, they'd be the perfect Coke smugglers. They could hide their bales like
they're
wherever.
already white.
They
You
have better
just
smells than any fucking bloodhounds, like 40 times better, so they could find their Coke in the snow. Like, this
well,
is
you
the perfect
just
smuggling route. And no one's checking the northern border of Canada. There's no papers, please, up there.
True, true.
yeah.
The sneaky way to get it
And
into there.
plus, you could just hide it all in the snow, right?
Exactly.
After
You just throw a
the
little snow on it. What cocaine officer?
What are you talking about?
so after the Amish cocaine mafia or something like that, you're gonna get the polar bear mafia.
Polar bear mafia is like a bunch of old dudes with like white hairy chests.
Long beard.
I just
It's
want
like
to know
what
how
the
the
senior citizen
Amish mafia weighed out their shit. Like, how's that
the
work?
po
Like,
the polar bear mafia is just like the really old Italians that live at the villages in Florida with the big
uh,
tight
uh,
white hairy chests.
have you ever heard of that cartoon called Forget About It? That's one of
no.
those Italian mafia guy that they've sent in Regina, Canada, to protect them and stuff. Um, yeah,
Hey,
I could see the same kind of thing.
you know what show they need to bring back for modern that would be great updated is Ugly Americans. Remember that show?
The Ugly American? No, I don't remember that show.
It was
What
like a
was that show about?
cartoon, Comedy Central cartoon show, and it was like a normal dude working in like immigration, but it represented like all these different cultures. It's like different mythical creatures instead. So then like it was just really good. Like it was a fun mesh of a bunch of different things. And I think it had like 2 seasons or 3 seasons, but
Yeah, see,
man, that would work
Comedy
so well.
Central had lots of shit like that. They would be on for a couple seasons and then get canceled. It's something too
The
racy. Like they had the Black Jesus show that was fucking hilarious, and then they canceled
drawn
that.
drawn together took the cake on that one, I think though. Though they did do the drawn together movies afterwards, like just what 2 or 3 movies.
Well,
What's wrong?
Zest here say not hippo for the hippo mafia. I don't know. The hippo in Canada will need a big jacket or something like that. I, I fear that we cannot get those over here, even if we have one of a couple mafioso that may have some weird stuff. I don't think they've imported some some hippo. Maybe some of them had some polar bear as pets. I don't know, man. You should ask to West London. Maybe he knows some mafia guy over there that have some polar bear as a pet. Maybe I
I
don't
I've
know.
not I've not met the dude that is baller enough to have a fucking polar bear as his fucking
No,
protection, but
you just
It's like
reminded
my
me
backyard buddies.
there was this dude in the fucking 1800s
Yep.
and early 1900s that was trying to get hippo farming to take off in the US. They wanted to release a bunch of them in like Louisiana and Mississippi
oh
and then
fuck, that would
farm
be
them like
great.
cows and use them to clear out the marshlands of like weeds and shit to keep the waterways open. Like, can you imagine if they had brought over like thousands of hippos
Oh, dude,
and
just
fucking
like
released them into the South? Like, that would have been absolutely incredibly destructive. Like, it would have killed so many people. But yeah, that's like a whole legit plan that the US, the government had with this
Yeah.
dude for a while. And they released some, but they all died at some point because they weren't adapted to it yet. But like, they work in Colombia. Like,
Yeah,
I just thought it was crazy.
they make trouble in Colombia. So
great.
I guess they would have, yeah, been. Uh, man, don't they have some people get killed
They have a
by
fucking
Croco once in a
pigzilla,
while?
hippozilla.
Killed by cocaine
Hypozilla.
hippos. I think they're trying to sterilize them all now or kill them. Hold on. Control efforts, yeah. In 2020, there were no plans, no government to manage 2021, the government started a program to sterilize the hippos using chemicals to make them infertile. The approach used whatever vaccine known as whatever. Such vaccines turn immune systems against
Go to
hormone production,
AstraZeneca.
sex organ functions. In March 2023, it was announced the Colombian government is proposing transferring at least 70 hippos to India and Mexico as part of a plan to control their population. That's what Mexico needs, hippos. Um, Authorities estimate 170 hippos currently for the population.
Well, there you go. You don't have to build a
50.
fucking. You wouldn't have to build a border wall if you fucking let the hippos grow in the Rio Grande.
Exactly. You put some hippos and some fucking
Ain't
Nile
nobody crossing that
crocodiles,
shit after a couple weeks.
saltwater
You know all about
crocodiles.
that.
There's some saltwater crocodiles in that river, man. You ain't. I've
Exactly.
never seen an animal as violent as a Nile crocodile. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm sure the saltwater crocs are crazier, but just has having personally witnessed it,
When
like
you've
through
been around
like
since the fucking
force with its
dinosaurs, like
mouth,
yeah,
like
you
fuck
fucking.
that shit.
That's how you roll, man. When you've been around since dinosaurs.
Yeah, I've never seen an animal that large move that fast and be that violent. Like, except for when I was in Zim there. Like, that was insane.
I would not like to go fishing and realize that the other end of my line, it's a croco. I,
No, you fish from the bridge. That's how you go fishing in Zimbabwe. You fish from the top of the bridge and you just throw your line in and then pull it up into the air where you have a good 15, 20 foot
And so
clearance
sometimes
between you
you
and the.
just catch a fish head, like that's it.
Yeah,
Like yeah.
yeah. Sometimes your line just breaks,
Listen,
you know?
yeah.
but you're just happy because you
Legit.
know, by the time it go up to the bridge, you may lose your fish 20 times. So if you end up with just the head, it's already a good part, you know.
Oh, I've had that happen to me a few times. Like, we winding in a fucking nice like 40, 50 pound fucking yellowfin tuna, and then fucking boom, shark just fucking takes half of it on you.
Well, it happened to me one time that I've catch a smaller fish and one of those pike I've ate it. So I was like, what the hell? It's getting really bigger now. It's like the pike when he took it. I think he was really happy to get a nice prey, and at least it double surprised me. But only one time. I
I've
wish it.
caught pike. I've pulled pike in, and then like a small walleye comes out of their stomach or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They just eat it. They just eat everything.
Yeah, well, yeah, they eat pretty much everything. Because when I was kids, there was some teenager yeah, with that were going to fish, especially for the pike, because it was early in the summer. They're still good, and they were using barbecue sausage from the cheapest brand you can find. Just slice it and send it.
You
Uh,
don't even need to use bait to catch a fucking pike. Shiny a pike.
yeah, just a shiny spoon. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. Pike will bite anything. They don't.
Yeah, I was having fun to get the biggest shiny spoon with a tripod on it, and I've tried it a couple times. I was on the river, the city, and I've been quite surprised because pike are big sometimes. But the masculanger,
Yeah,
it,
the
it
muskies
it's
are huge.
it
Those
start
are.
to be a bit bigger, man. And
Oh
I had
yeah, yeah.
one that wasn't big, but I was really just surprised that after a long time of being like, I think that shit is just too big. And I think it was like big for going in the sea or shit like that. I was just having fun throwing it. But no, I've really took one. I think it was a bit less than 3 feet, but for me, I found it quite big. I had a lot of meat on it. Yeah.
Did he have a lot of fight in him, or was he? I find bigger pikes. They fight for the first bit, and then they just turn into a log.
Yeah, that's close to what happened because I was thinking that my line was stuck after he fired. Yeah, yeah. So I guess that's what you mean. But I don't know. I've never took one of them before. It was the only time that happened. So, but I had to ask one of my friends to help me because I was like, yeah, man, my hand are just not too weak now. I don't know. I would have to just hook it somewhere and try to reel on it. And so my friend was beside, he tried to help me, but yeah, I think it took at least 15, 20 minutes. Oh, he- that's before the first one. That's before the first one. But you know what? When the hippo is calling his dealer, what he's doing? Do you have a clip of a
Never
hippo
seen a
pooping?
happy hippo before. I've never seen a happy hippo. That's not something.
No.
Oh no, happy.
I had to do some serious prompt engineering to try to make a hippo snorting cocaine. You can't actually make it do it. So I had to draw a
But
fictional hippo breathing powder sugar through a straw into its nostril
you have to trick
to get
the
it to do it.
But that one that you've just shown, it's like if he had a third nostril in the middle.
Yeah, it's drilled a hole in his head. It's fine.
Just a third hole. It's a special hole for that.
Let's see what it comes up with again. I think that might
Oh,
be the
Zesty say the
episode.
Coke Bear against the Cocaine Hippo. I would like to see that, man. I would really like to see that. The channel that he get all those bugs against each other to see which one gonna win. I know it's a bit cruel, but I had to watch one or two of them. It's quite impressive.
That's sums up my childhood. Getting things like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was thinking at me absorbing the ants as a kid and seeing one shit going to eat them, whatever, and being then they group against that other insect and sometimes just
What was
bury
chat?
that insect till it
What
get
was
cooked inside.
what was chat's suggestion about the prompt?
He
They
said
wanted
the
to see
Coke
something.
the Coke Bear. Sorry, the Coke Bear
Coke
against
Bear
the
versus
Cocaine Hippo. I don't think it could work. Uh,
a bear and a hippo fighting over a pile of.
I don't know, man. One would be sponsored by Coca-Cola, and the other one by what is the cartel now? Senya, whatever. I don't know that thing. I think it's the tunnel digger, right? They were one of those skillet for digging tunnel and those boat that they transform into a kind of a submarine, well, halfway submarine, whatever. They just the floating line to lower it by overcharging that thing and cap the top with the whatever you come out with. No kidding, bail of it.
Gotta say, like hippo's got it. Like the hippo just got to get a couple bites in
Yeah.
on that bear. Like
Oh man, that triple look really mean.
Yeah, if you guys have other suggestions in chat, let me know. I'm pretty good at getting really good at the AI prompt engineering
Oh,
stuff.
Supreme Grape, just say the one I find funny. Now I'm imagining David Attenborough narrating the life of a cocaine hippo.
Yeah. You know, it was really funny. What did we do the other day with the Gilbert Gottfried's narrating thing?
I don't remember
Oh,
that one.
we got Gilbert Gottfried to sing some fucking song the other day on AI, and I was like in tears. It was so good. The other there's a bunch of really good AI Frank Sinatra songs that are just super fucking great.
Well, I'm thinking I would like to have a AI hologram instead of having tattoo. Can we invent that thing? You know, so I'm feeling another mood. I want another hologram of tattoo on me. And on top of it, I don't have to get the needle all in my back and all that shit.
Great.
Oh,
Well, okay.
bales of cocaine. No, it's marshmallow, right? No, it's marshmallow. Dusty marshmallow. They fight till they are too jacked up. I guess the fight is stopping when one of those is having a heart attack.
Hold on, I think I figured out how to make the prompt great. No, it's already fucking good. Shout out to whoever that was in chat. That was a great suggestion. If anybody has any other weird ones or stuff you want to see, we managed to get the Belief guy choking out the thing last time. That took some engineering.
It was caressing her neck.
No, it was squishing a spider on their neck. I think it was the prompt we used.
Are you saving those things?
That one was the thing the last.
Yeah, because the cute hippo that you've shown earlier, I would really like to use it. You got Yogi. Yogi looked like he's one of those Al Capone style of the 20s, 30s.
Yeah, that's so much fun doing these. I look forward to that. I don't know if you guys saw the new video one that they have out, Sora. Dude, there's so many people mad about that because you could basically like write movies and shit. Like you can go pretty crazy with it. This one's even better.
Oh, yeah.
See,
Oh, look
like
at that
the thing
top
that's
one.
scary about the AI is like people will in the future will just be able to say, no, that wasn't me, that was just AI, and you'll be like, that will be plausible deniability right there. It's just like we're not gonna be able to trust anything after a
What, that
certain
you
point
are
here.
doing cocaine with bears and hippos? That's your plausible deniability.
I mean, I mean, it's like, hey, if you do it, I mean, you are the man, but take life
Yeah, I
expectancy
mean,
doing
I don't know. It's like doing coke with
cocaine with a
like
hippo.
doing hippo coke with a hippo would be like doing coke with Mike Tyson. Like, sure, it's fun for the first 5 minutes,
It's
but
fun
then you
when
have to
it
deal with the
starts,
rest
but
of
it's
it.
gonna go
Like,
wrong at some point.
yeah,
Well, ask it to
someone's
Steve-O.
definitely getting injured, right? Like,
Ask it to Steve-O. He said that I think they've locked themselves in a bathroom with a bag of coke, and they've just did not went out till that bag was empty, and it went good. I mean, Steve-O is still alive, so maybe there's something. I don't know. I must have a trick to it. One
yeah,
time you get in the zone. I don't-
I
Well,
don't
one
know.
thing is sure is that back then you needed to do some datura or something crazy DMT to see the kind of thing that the AI have shown me tonight, because I would have never be able to just picture that kind of thing.
Where is it here? Oh, wrong one.
I would like to see Attenborough documenting the that kind of fight. The bear against the hippo. Oh yeah, that will be on top of the DVD. That one.
But next week on Sci-Fi.
I love it. So, what kind of other animal would like to see a fight together like that? Stuff that doesn't live
What
on
the
the same
other animals do
continent.
you want to see fighting over cocaine? That's the question.
Or insert the THC drug that they should be fighting.
Well,
I
what
want to see
about the
meth
turtle?
coyotes fighting.
Coyotes. Coyotes
Meanwhile,
against the squirrel?
meanwhile, on the Rio Grande.
That trigger. Meanwhile, on the world, yeah, that's the Canadian border that we've seen as yesterday, right? That special report.
Gotten so bad, that's the Canadian border now.
We import powdered sugar. Everything's legal.
We've been invaded by the cocaine hippos.
But have you heard about those powerful how they were calling it? They were calling like I think the super pig uh, from up north in Canada. You know that there's problem in Texas, but there's some pig that have been released. What's that?
Cocaine rafts.
It's a cocaine arrest. Like it's a picture when they arrest them, and they're like, yeah, that body wasn't me. Hey, that's only my consummation for the night. You know, a couple bag.
No, that was super great.
Float out of those fucking those cocaine groupers there. Fuck.
The cocaine troopers.
No, the white lobsters.
White lobsters. Yeah. Welcome at White Lobsters. How may I serve
No, in
you?
Florida, you got red lobsters, you got reef lobsters, and then you got your white lobsters and green lobsters.
The
Yeah,
green
here.
lobster.
This is a picture from the Canadian border in January.
Is that when they were trying to import all the meth through Manitoba or something like that? I think we were showing that the other time. Like
Oh yeah,
it was
that was
like a table full of bag of meth that they've seized. I remember how many. A couple on maybe 600 pounds, something like that. It was quite huge. Well, there'll be a bit less speed over there. You know, they'll need a bit more of that medical weed, I guess, to calm down from their rush. I don't know, man. I'm quite happy when they bust a lot of crystal meth like that. I'm like, damn it, man. That shit is making people so crazy.
They busted when I lived down in Calera, Oklahoma. Our neighbor got into some fight with his missus, and it ended up like in the front lawn, and there was some kind of like violent altercation, a gunfire, or fire, or something. And the police showed up, realized it was like an entire huge meth lab, and like a Blues Brothers amount of fucking cops showed up. Seriously, there was like 300 or 400 fucking cop cars showed up to this people's fucking house down the street from us. It was ridiculous.
And why do you need that many cop car? Or they all take a bag and go
It's,
home, or what?
this is in Arizona.
They came a
Coming
long
in from
way, man.
Mexico.
They came a long way. All from Colombia.
Yep. So you're putting them Colombian hippos to work in the cocaine trade. They're not
Yeah,
freeloading
yeah.
hippos.
Yeah,
They're
they say
working
in the
hippos.
article there's 100 of them, so we can put them to work, man. No problem. And on top of it, they are no longer horny with that new vaccine that they've injected them, so they are more focused on work, you know?
Someone says something with an ostrich. All right, we'll do something with an ostrich. So this is pretty good. Actual
Ostrich
photo.
on
Rio
cocaine? She gonna bury her head in it, that's sure.
Grande. The Rio Grande. Eagle Pass. All right, it's ostrich on cocaine.
Will it run faster?
All right, let's see what we can do here.
Ostrich against something. Yeah, it would be good.
One, if you have another good prompt in chat or something you want me to try and pull off. Guy Fieri chopping up below
Well,
in kitchen. I could try that.
for me, the world of insect is the most scary stuff that we see normally.
Not bad for a first try.
Yeah, she got a lot in front of her to, she yeah. I just fear that that bird needs some more food because with all that, he can cut his appetite for a while. Oh, you need a grown-up ostrich. That one was too young.
Yeah, it's too young to do cocaine. We need an older ostrich. Did you hold on? Since we're talking about ridiculous shit, I gotta show you guys. This has been like I got like two addictions I've had lately on YouTube. You guys will like this one. Have you guys ever heard of Therapy Gecko? This guy's great.
Yeah, the therapy gecko. Yeah, I've watched a few of him. I honestly can say that sometimes it's like, wait a minute, it sounds too serious. It's not as much funny. But then you got another one that's super funny. So yeah, it's a bit yeah, distracting for sure. Holy hell. That one is yeah, sexy. Wow. Woohoo. Look at that.
You want him to be sexy? Drop sexy up. See if it'll do it.
Yeah, I need some eye
Who
heel
knows what will
on
come
that
up
ostrich.
with the AI? Sexy up.
Put me some nylon socks on that
Sorry,
one.
I cannot do that.
Yeah,
Come
it said
on,
it can't do that.
put
Let
the
me let me
put the
Let
chick
me
try
back into the
seductive.
chicken.
No,
Let me
no,
try
I'm a sexy
seductive
animal. Sorry.
ostrich. No,
Seductive
no.
ostrich.
An
Like the
ostrich dressed provocative.
oh man, ostrich Moulin Rouge. That
Showgirl ostrich from
sugar ostrich.
see, see which one we can get away
Vegas.
with. How did we end up here on this episode? That's too good.
After that, they try to see what kind of kink you got in life, and they see that kind of prompt that you type, and you're like,
Yeah,
no.
it's definitely a prompt engineer. You're gonna get some weird fucking shit today.
That one is quite puffy. Is that what happened when you start to you puff out?
Apparently.
I've seen that the spider that takes some that have the drugs experiment they were doing. They were having a different pattern in their stuff instead of the regular pattern. So they
Like,
were showing all the different drug, how they were drawing different.
oh, hold on a second. I forgot. This guy's great. Like,
Yeah, but my only question is where the gecko ID started, and is it like kind of itchy after a while to have that green in your face? Because you know.
like
We have a treat. I'm going to talk to two callers at once. It will be revealed soon why. Devin?
Yes, I wanted to talk to you about losing my left nut.
Well, Devin, I'm going to put you on hold real quick.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, is this Tommy?
This is Tommy.
What is it that you would like to talk about today?
I am 28 and I have one testicle.
Tommy, I have a caller on the other line who also only has one testicle.
right?
Now they can hold together. Sorry,
Okay.
hang together.
Yeah. And the one guy has a right testicle, the other guy's a left testicle.
Oh
it's
man,
perfect.
link up, right? Like,
Anyways, he does this like 1 to 3 hour show on Twitch, and then takes the highlights from it and then puts them on. And dude, some of the shit people tell this dude is the funniest fucking like shit in the world. It is so good.
I know there was a show here that it was kind of a sexual therapy, but the thing is, it was passing at lunchtime, and they were passing it back at like midnight. So I don't know who called at lunchtime to talk about that, but that for me was the most funny shit. I guess that they are like at the office in the bathroom.
The other one, like, these like dudes like this where they're just like going to fucking that's a stabbing and they're trying to like do chest, there you go, trying to keep this person alive, like car accidents shit. Like, it's kind of like, you ever seen like Shot in the Dark on Netflix? This is like that, but like live on YouTube every night. So that's been like super cool because it's like there's a bunch of different randos just like out looking for doing police scanner chasing, and then like live streaming it and then selling some of the footage to the news. And that's cool because like you never know what the fuck you're gonna see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's one of those channels that I think it's a guy that, anyway, is retired, and he always every night offer a meal to a homeless that because he always pass in the same kind of neighborhood, so he kind of chose a new one or someone he think he need more. That one is quite, yeah, we can see it in the eyes that start to make it effect.
Sounds like a Disney effect on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Grape Seeds. It looked like a Quentin Tarantino movie. Dun, 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 dun. Do you think that we can have a praying mantis firing something? That's one of the interesting fight you can see in the insect world.
well,
Praying
you bring your
mantis is
praying mantis, and I'll bring my West Indian centipede, and I'm gonna vote next.
you're cutting out at the end, sorry.
Yeah, I think the centipede is the all around winner in every bout I've been
No,
able to come up with. Oh yeah,
these
dude, the
guys,
West Indian centipede.
these guys did this already. Remember this channel?
Yeah, that's the channel I was talking about.
Bug fights, the whole intros,
勇者伝説での歌舞
and they have like
2回
tons of these in Japan. They have tons of these fights. Scorpion versus Centipede. Like, They have like brackets.
出身
That's nice.
レディーファイトさあお待たせしました世界最強無償決定戦第3弾一軍外地の猛毒死神サソリデスストーカー
But they fight into a really small
マキさん
area.
絡みつくおっと今一差し決まったかおっともだいく力なくデスストーカー勝利
Scorpion
2回戦
wins.
進出
Scorpion always wins. They have ever played Mortal Kombat. We know that. But yeah, anyways, there's lots of these like weird ass insect fighting YouTube channels. That's like a popular thing in Asia. So yeah. Now you know.
No, you
Also,
know.
it's been great to have Jon Stewart back. Also, on a separate note.
I heard his, they
What did
go
you
back.
hear?
I heard it was pretty good.
Yeah, he didn't lose a beat. He's fucking just as good as he ever was. Except like
I
the
heard
world is
except for he should lose the homeless beard. I heard
yes, he did.
that doesn't really
Partially.
fit. Doesn't
No.
really fit him. I heard.
But
generally, I heard it was a good show.
yeah, he's
heard.
fucking. It's been great, at least in my opinion.
How many? He's only. It's only one day a week now.
Yeah, he's only on Mondays, but he's also like working. He's doing like he's the head of the writing team now. So like the writing has gotten exponentially better since he's came back.
Yeah, I think he just brought his.
Yep.
I have a question for you, Steve. Do you have
Yeah.
anyone that you know that have experimented about reversing mail, and if they've concluded any useful conclusion or whatever?
I know 2 or 3 people that have reversed mails just to get some, you know, something off of that line. You know, male because they didn't have any females left or whatever, even close enough to try and cross. But I don't know if any of the seeds are viable. I know 2 or 3 people that have tried it, but I never followed up with them.
Yeah, I know up to 25% can be unviable in that batch of seeds, but the only link I got, Sam Skunkman was talking about an experiment that he did with one. He had 50 seeds from it, and I think he was germing
No.
them, but
You
I
know
have
the
not
guy to
read the
ask?
whole thing again, but it's something from 15 years ago.
You know the guy to ask that would know the answer to this? At least on the like, quickly comes to memory that would definitely know the answer to this and have more information is Dinesh from Optic Foliar, because they have a product called Switch. And I know that some people come to him once in a while with his flip mail plans. So he would be the person that I know that's probably the most number of people that have talked to him about it. I would reach out to him, Dinesh at opticfoliar.com. You could email him, or, poke him if it's an issue. Let me know. I'm friends with him, so he'd be the person I'd reach out to about that in particular. He would know the right answer to that and more specifics than anybody else I know.
Opticfoliar.com, you say.
Optic Foliar, yep. He's
Okay.
based in Vancouver, I think, or somewhere.
Yeah, I
in
see
BC.
that here. All right. Yeah, we'll see. I'm just interested to see what kind of result that they had from it, because we know more about what happened on that female side. I want to know for the male side what kind of thing we can know. There's always have so much debate around that, but what I find interesting is what the test that people did on it, and I would like to read on that subject a bit more. Yeah, it would be interesting because, like, in the experiment I was reading that Sam Skunkman was doing that. Well, he did it on a male that he already know the progeny. So one of the things that people were saying is that if you test that progeny on the same family and in the outcross, that's what's useful for you. If you reverse it, you may see some trait from it in the flower, like a smell, the taste, and type of high that it may contribute to. But the flower would be a bit different, a bit, less chunky that it felt would be a real female and all that thing. But yeah, um, start to be careful on that one.
Apparently, this is what it thinks a sexy ostrich looks like snorting cocaine.
Uh, uh,
I'm not convinced that it's sexy to me, but my kink is not into ostrich. I'm not sure. Maybe it is.
Sorry, chat. That one
what
was
gosh.
nose clams. I don't know what I could try asking about nose clams. Well, it's coming up with something. You got 40 questions.
Yeah,
Probably.
well, when you were talking about the sunsped, I'm thinking sunsped is one of those war machine that they just fight and hunt all the time. All
Just your
time.
nose clamps.
Is it what happened when they have too much barrel of cocaine in the ocean, and then you have all those mollusks that start to have a nose?
All right, we'll see here if I can make those nose clams do some cocaine.
Nose clamp.
And then I think we'll wrap the show up soon unless you guys have too much else. This is pretty great. It's a bunch of clams with big noses and a bunch of
Whoa.
It's
Yeah.
pretty
Like
sweet,
those,
though.
that totally look like those fucking those Asian clams you buy at the fuck.
Gooey ducks.
Yeah. They have some fucking Asian stores here. Fucking always in
It's
the
like
fuck.
that thing that eat an ant. I don't remember the name.
This one should be a little bit better. I'll tweak it a little bit. It is really funny to fuck with the AI and see like, all right, you won't give me what you want me to make. How can I break you? That's been the fun part.
Doing real.
This one got real weird.
Whoa.
Right? That's pretty great.
There's a rail for everyone.
Everybody's looking at the big one.
Well, for clams is of all sizes.
So
That's like
that's what happened when you hire a bunch of hippo to come up Canada and holy crap, man. Well, we get all that marine
immigrant,
life. How can it?
damn illegal immigrant cocaine hippos getting the clams high, making the frogs gay. This is pretty great. It's totally off. when I asked it, but it's pretty great.
Holy hell. I think they'll clear out the table pretty soon. Look at their eyes, man. Holy hell.
Cranked out.
Well, you're gonna need a lot of hippo to feed their habit because I think you've hooked those last one. Seeing
I
at
need
their
more,
face, they are hooked forever, man.
more hippos, more cocaine.
Yeah,
Oh,
is
now
it a
it's just
political
getting,
party that we can elect so that they
it's
bring more of?
yeah, that's like a bunch of snails.
Have you seen that sheep aquatic snail? The cutest snail that you can see, man. It really looked like a sheep, like one of those cartoon sheep. Are you trying to break the AI again for another
Yeah.
aquatic party?
Oh, this one could be my best one yet. We shall see what it comes up with. I was surprised that the prompt worked the first time. Let me put it that way. But I don't have to
A
rework it.
workaround, hey? They've found these holes. Wait, I'm sure they have you flagged, and then next week they don't work anyway.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Oh wait, maybe I can make this a little better. At any rate, do you guys want to tell people how to find you?
Probably here's the best place for me. It's really the only place I guess. And Instagram. Evil Deadly. Where's the best way for people to get a hold of you?
Yeah, well,
So-
yeah. Always find me here. It would be a good place. Or I'm on a couple Discord that you can join me there. It would be one of those most easiest place to find me. And yeah, man, thank you to those ID in the chat. Quite funny to have a interaction with it. Oh yeah, I hope that everyone had a good time because it's funny, man. Made me laugh a
Yeah,
lot tonight. Oh,
the
look
Soil
at that.
King, a bunch of crack rocks, and the Lady of the Night from our previous episode did not come out as good as one had hoped.
Is that soil is coming with a crystal that you carve and dance at midnight, at full moon? Is there something about it? I'm not sure. And I think you have to roll yourself into a compost pile and say kumbaya. Think it is it
Yeah,
for
I think you just compost yourself and just
okay.
Yeah,
see into it.
you just hang with your plants and feed them well. They'll do all right.
The Soil King with all of his crack rocks and the Lady of the Night. No,
That's a lot of
none of
crystals.
these work particularly great. I'm not gonna lie. That one's probably the closest one. At any rate, you can find me at Poponics. Thanks.
Ah, getting our new next season.
Yeah, next week we may talk about including hallucinogenic frog into your aquaponic system.
Yes. Tadpoles.
Tadpole into your aquaponic system. Put some color back.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, caller there, boys.